shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tariq Cohen.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 28-yard line.
Here's Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
The Chicago Bears.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Cohen. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
2 yards on the pick.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings 0. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings!
Complete to number 9.
Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We own it. We own it. Mike 50, Mike 50. Time to go right now. Right. Right. Check the call.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. That one him, good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Vikings first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. In his own end zone, it's Kaepernick. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
$39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go any.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 39, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They'll run on first down. Cohen. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
In on the tackle.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the Vikings' 33-yard line.
Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Kaepernick now on first down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 9.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
8-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And this one through the uprights and good. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Chicago.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Returning it, Johnson. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, it's Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
Cousins to his tight end, Rudolph, for a Viking first down.
On the play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Deshaun Gibson.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass.
Justin Jefferson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now left side on the swing pass. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The throw over the middle taken in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Johnson now returning.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
78 yards. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Dan Bailey.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On first down, it's Cohen. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
25-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
11 yards there, first down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
And 1.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Colin Kaepernick scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game, 28 all. Pinheiro will kick off for Chicago.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now Abdullah, the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The tackle made by Robert.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The kick is
big
good.
Kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Kaepernick to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Now Kaepernick.
And 7 at the 46-yard line.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Kaepernick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
By Yannick Ngakoue. The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So for the Vikings, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.